Let's talk about baseball coming back. We'll dive into your thoughts on who you think is going to do well, whether it's the batters or pitchers, now that you've gotten a chance to see some stuff. Let's talk about what happened last night with Jorge Lopez in the Houston Astros, okay? ESPN, they got me. Okay, they got me. So they posted that, yeah, okay. You know what I'm going to say. They got me. They said they posted that Jorge Lopez being basically back-to-back batters, Altuve and Bregman, I believe, of the Astros. And they set it up in a fashion, and I mean, it was for me. They set it up for me to react the way I did. And I was like, oh. So the Houston Astros thought that these pitchers forgot about what happened with the garbage can banging and anything. Was I completely wrong in thinking that was payback, or was those just two bad pitches that just so happened to hit the batter?
Yeah, they're definitely bad pitches that ran on the batter. Altuve, I looked back and I saw the same thing. I saw somebody post that, and I went back and the ball just ran. I mean, as a hitter, you saw him like he went to go commit to the pitch and it just ran on his hands. I mean, I probably got hit by half my pitches like that, but it's it's a part of the game. And I mean, these guys now though, you're going to see the amount of hit by pitches has gone through the roof. If anybody goes and looks at the stats, you can see hit by pitches have been going up and up and up every single year. You know, guys are trying to throw harder, and when you try to throw harder, I mean, there's only a select few guys that can throw high velocity and spot their pitches. So it's just going to happen all the time. As this new school baseball is throw as hard as you can, try to spin the ball as hard as you can, which we've seen that is great in a lot of ways, but it's about being efficient. And these guys are having a hard time being efficient and hitting the strike zone.
Okay, so when I stepped into the batter's box for the first time in my life just a couple of years ago, I stepped into the batter's box against a pitcher that was drafted by the
Brewers, I believe.
Brewers, whatever, okay? And I was like, hey, a baseball is very hard. Is this guy going to just hit the hell out of me with one of these baseballs? And I was told by everybody, like, no, he knows where it's going. That guy knows where it's going. You're in a good spot. And I was like, okay. And I was actually told, like, you'd be in much worse if it was a pitcher that wasn't drafted or something like that. You'd be much more scared because these guys, they have such control over the ball. Has it become something that batters have to think about when they step in there? Like, hey, we have to be a little bit more alert nowadays because of the chance of the insane pitches that they're going for. There's also a chance I could get beamed right in the face here.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the risk you take every time you step in the batter's box. Is there's a chance that you can get smoked, and that's part of it though. You have to clear your mind with it though, because if you think you're going to get hit, of course you're going to give away the outside part of the plate because you're looking in, right? So
Rowan Gardner, for instance. Rowan Gardner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to give it up?
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
And that's the key to it all is, you have to get over that fear. There's two things that separate why guys move on in baseball and why they don't. Or a couple things, but the main one is, guys always say, I couldn't hit the curveball or I was scared of the ball. And that's just how your mentality has to be is you can't be scared. You got to go in there, you got to take the bat, and you got to just hope you don't get worn out in spots that really hurt. But that's why guys are also wearing so much guards. I hear all these old guys that played the game. They're like, oh, why are these guys wearing all that? I'm like, because these guys are throwing 95 plus and they have no idea where they're going. You got to wear something. You got to put something on your body. So I never get mad at guys for wearing a bunch of gear because, like I said, the hit by pitches, I mean, we go off statistical analysis all the time. It's there. It's factual. Guys are getting smoked more.
So the Astros players aren't thinking about that because they're thinking about that every time anyways. It's like at the point that we're in baseball, like they understand that that's just a potential thought. There's not like an Astros team meeting where they're like, all right, boys, we got this new helmet thing we're going to wear this year. We got these new rib cage protectors that we could potentially need just for the Astros this year. That's a thought for everybody anyways with the way baseball is.
Yeah, I mean, if I was on the Astros right now, I'd probably get some Kevlar, gun shop. But it's hard. I mean, these guys are definitely they got a bullseye on their back. But with the way baseball is going to crack down on it, they'll probably keep guys in line. But there's going to be some outlaws. There's going to be some outlaw pitchers that don't care, and they're gonna beam them. So it's a tough situation to be in, but like I say, you put yourself into those situations in life.
Hey, you make the bed. You
do.
You gotta sleep in it, but to sleep in it, you gotta unmake the bed. So that statement never really made sense. But we will move forward. We will move forward and not talk about